Alright, so I'm going to make this pretty simple. So you can go home here or you can go home right here. Doesn't really matter. You can't see this because it's our logo and the text is black for the .ico file. But you added a blog. And so what happens is you add a blog, say we added a bunch of blogs, then if you would pull them and put them where they were located via that category thing that you put web development in. I see that you figured out to put web development there. Um, then I'll put it under each section, and they'll just keep piling in there. And then on the bottom of the page, that same view or another view pulls it into this little block right here. So there's content, blocks, and views. The way that works is you add a bunch of content pages, and a view pulls them together. You can make them either a single page that stack on each other, or into a block that stacks onto each other. This one's set up to it's a block that's stacked on each other. So you can edit the view, and you can see that it's using that taxonomy to filter it. But I guess it doesn't really need anything else, but most time it's usually content type that's filtering it. And then if we go to the portfolio, it's the same thing. You add a portfolio, add content, portfolio, Superman portfolio. It's going to put it in wherever you put it here. So let's go here. And I have these set up where if you edit them, I have a lot that are all the same numbers, so they randomly populate, but I have the good ones that pop up front with the order. So negative 10 obviously is going to pop up more than, or before 10 or whatever. So you can edit those or add content. This is what I was telling you not to ever touch. Um, I don't even know why it's here. So we'll come to web development. Your blog kind of sucks compared to mine. This little edit button, if it says just edit, just don't hit it. Or if it says just delete, it should say configure block or edit view. Don't ever. That's the only thing you should ever be touching a gear for. But don't worry about that. So let's come to mine. I'm going to show you a couple simple CSS classes. So travels. So we go into the actual page, or we can actually go to content and find it. But so we're going to edit this page. In here I have a bunch of little images. You see them? Like that one's just linked up, but the spider goes to a bigger spider like this. And that class equals color block, or color box, sorry. So we click on it, and we see here's the URL I have it going to, which is the same place that the image is, obviously. So that's the image. I just copied that, went to link, pasted it in there. Then in the source, I'll just do the top one, it's the same. Here would be my actual link, then I added class equals color box to it, and then that gives it the pop-up quality. And then I added all this other crap, which I mean you can figure out. Which you don't have to touch any of that actually. The only thing you really should touch here is URL path setting, but I have it automatically generating one usually that way. You can add some meta tags even though they're not technically used by search engines. So if you add that class equals color box, they'll do that pop-up feature to it. Or if you don't, I have this one opening up a new browser window. But that's pretty much that. That's a cool little trick. So let's go home and I'm going to show you how to edit some things. I told you there's content, views, and blocks. So if we go to content, we can see all the content that's running off different content types, like article, whatever. So we sort it by these. I gotta delete all these other articles. Here's our new ones that we just added. So you can edit them from here, or you can actually go to it and do whatever. Oh, back home. So from here, those are the content, and then views pull them in different places where you want them to be. And these are just straight blocks. So if you configure these blocks right here, you can actually edit the content straight from here. Always have full HTML or things aren't going to work. It starts out default filtered, and I don't know how to change the default. It just doesn't work. And I have CSS that runs different little things off here that I changed around. Then different links, and this one's actually a page. If you click on here, it's going to say edit view and configure block, and I'm just going to open them in new tabs. They both really do you no good. So here's my view. It just says pull this content type into a page. Whoops. And there's the actual page that it's pulling. And I said just to display these two different fields. So, and then here's the actual edit the blog, or the block. Does no good for you either. I'm saying to show up on these pages only, and so on. Well, I guess I could have put wildcards in here, but it doesn't matter. So then, if you want to actually edit this page, you can go to content, and we can find that content type I just showed you. We can edit it from right here, or if we go back home, you can click here, and then edit. Pile in some content in here. Do whatever, just make it unique. That's something I'm learning about SEO, is it wants unique content. I've been piling all kinds of shit in here. So let's go home. And that's why there's two different. This one pulls to the front page, and I have a more descriptive one on the back. This one's an actual block. You can come and add stuff here if you want to, the websites and whatever else you got. I know you got a lot going on that I don't know. Here's your enterprise solutions one. You can just type in right here, then add links or whatever you want to do to it. Target, make them, whatever. Or you can actually come and hard code it if you really feel like doing that. Where you got that's graphics. And here's where your enterprise solution is. I just made up a bunch of shit for it. So I'm just gonna go back. And then, this is this pulls the portfolios all into a different block, different style. If you want to edit your actual page, editing the view pulls both these pages into this block, and then I have them looking like this with a short summary of our description, or a different page section for the description. I can't remember. I do have a different section. So if you come to edit this, you can change your different content. I probably have it done this way for some reason. I can't remember. The summary always does stupid crap and it never works out the way I want it to. But you can edit yourself that way. And I use my Google account. I don't know if you had one. And then from there, that's pretty much everything. Pretty much how it works. So then all those articles we're adding, or the blogs, just two of them, the most current ones we pulled right here to the bottom. It's really cool the way views and Drupal and content and blocks all works. I mean, you can duplicate things, just put them wherever you want, make them do different stuff. It's really crazy. I mean, I'd have to sit down and walk you through it, but that's pretty much the basis of it, so I hope that helps.